Okay, so last November, Professor Jude Fernando took some students down to Haiti to look at sustainable agriculture and climate change. And in the process, we visited a number of IDP camps. And one thing that we noticed when we were there was that the land's not owned by the people. There's a lot of absentee landowners. And so what happens is a lot of times when the IDPs, internally displaced people, feel that, or the owners of the land feel that these people are getting too settled, they move the people to, they ask them to leave. And so sometimes it's only 2 or 3 plots over. And in the process of doing that, they lose all of their crops. And so this is something that I was concerned about, felt really bad about, and started to think, okay, what can they do to create food security within their camps? And back in San Diego, where I'm from, I used to have what I called my portable garden, because I grew food out of containers, but every time I'd move, I would take the containers with me. So I started thinking, I wonder if that would work for the IDP camps. If they had to move, they could take things with them. And there's a lot of trash in the streets that I felt could be utilized. The burlap sacks that Food Aid comes in. You could grow a lot of food in. It's tall. You could punch holes around the side, grow herbs, a tomato out the top. There's a lot of tires in the street. I've seen other projects where people have grown food out of tires. And that way it's not in the land. It's
focused on nutrition, environmental cleanup, and economic incentives for the IDPs, internally displaced people. And as we worked on it, we started to realize that, well, maybe this is a possibility. Maybe this is something that could happen on the ground in reality. So we started to entertain that idea, and we started looking for funding. We were able to find a small private donor that was able to give us a few $100s to conduct the first phase of the project, and we started planning for another trip to Haiti at the end of the summer. So just a month ago, we got back from a 3-week-long trip, and we were able to collaborate with an agronomist in Haiti to help us work on this project and present it and see if it's something that communities in Haiti would be willing to participate in or interested in participating. The focus changed as we talked more with agronomist Bernat, and we were able to identify 2 communities, 2 poor communities in the south of Haiti that seemed to be good fits for the project. And so while we were down there, agronomist Bernat was able to conduct 200 surveys with these 2 different communities to get an idea of the demographics of the community and whether they would be interested in participating.